For this next problem type, it's going to give you a series of steps and it wants you to find the error. This is a very common EOC problem. You've seen several of these throughout the semester. So what we're doing is we're tracking someone's work here. The biggest thing to do is being able to figure out what happened from one step to the next. So what happened here? You have to first identify what did the person do. It's kind of like being a teacher. You have to identify what did the student or the person here do, and then decide, did they do it correctly? So from this step, from our first top equation down to our second one, it looks like they subtracted 2 from both sides. Now we analyze, did they do it correctly? Well, if we subtract 2 from the left, it goes away. If we subtract 2 from the right, it's 24. So it looks like this step's good to go. Our next step, do a different color for that, from here to here, find out what did they do, and then analyze, did they do it correctly? So it looks to me like this 6 out front is gone. Well, how would we get rid of a 6 out front? We would divide by 6 on both sides. If I divide by 6 on the left, I get a 1x squared. That's correct. Done well. And then if I divide 24 by 6, I get 4. Looks like that step also is correct. So it must be in this last step if they actually made an error. And let's see if we can find it. Okay. So what happened from this third step down to the fourth? Well, I noticed the x squared became just a regular x. And here's the tricky part. How do we do that? Okay. Well, to do that, we square root both sides. If I square root the left, I get x. That's correct. If I square root the right, this is where it's tricky. A lot of people look and go, oh, they get caught up and they go, oh yeah, they did it correctly. There's that plus or minus sign. You're right. We do need a plus or minus sign. But what is the square root of 4? It's not 4. It doesn't stay the same. That's where the error comes in. This, in fact, should be x equals plus or minus 2. Your error will be different. Obviously, if it was the same error, it'd be way too easy of a problem. So just carry this process of checking the steps over to yours and analyze when they made a mistake and what the mistake was.